Well, hello there.
Howdy.
I'm Grace.
I'm Andrew.
And we are Bottlebrush Films. Ooh. Anyway, that was fun. This is our Sunday roast.
What is a Sunday roast, you ask? We put a call out on Instagram earlier because we wanted an excuse to play with our live stream kit. Live stream kit.
Ooh.
Live stream kit. Live stream kit.
Please stop.
We wanted an excuse to play with the live stream kit, and so we put a call out on Instagram asking.
Yeah, you said that part, babe.
Yeah. Okay.
We put out a little call out. We have gotten some cool little submissions from you guys. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to be reviewing wedding films. And by reviewing, I mean critiquing and roasting. But don't worry, we're going to be nice. We're not assholes. But
We'll break you down and do it.
we will make you cry first and then give you some positive feedback.
Yes.
No, we're pumped. We really wanted to just do this for fun and just to, review some films and celebrate some cool filmmakers around the world from weddings, and yeah.
Yeah, why not?
That's about it.
Why not on a Sunday?
Obviously our first time doing this. Andrew's really confused if he's Australian or British. London. As you might, it doesn't make any sense. But here we are.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Shall we?
We shall.
Yeah. Who we got first, Maestro?
So our first submission was from Sydney Koerber Films.
Koerber? Koerber?
Koerber?
Koerber?
I'm so sorry I can't say your last name. I really hope that's
Not
racking
focused.
focus.
Not focused. Pull back a little bit. Pull back.
There we go.
Pull back more.
Oh my god, this is so much work for my forearm.
There
You
you
take
go.
over. I just edit. I don't do technical things.
Sydney Koerber Films.
Yo! So this is a husband-wife duo from Virginia.
Yes.
Sydney and Ben.
That's in America.
That's in America, not Australia. All right, so let's do it.
Shall we?
Yeah, we shall. We haven't watched this yet, so straight off the bat, we're just gonna have a watch.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Follow me.
Say what if we reincarnate, and whatever God said, it's your turn for choosing. Would you rather come back, be born in a circle, see the oldest garden, the crescent is fertile, or would you prefer to see life underwater, only knowing oceans have hundreds of daughters? There's a part of hope that is sown in this theory. Give me any species and keep you.
All right. Where are we? We're about 40 seconds in. We've got a Sydney. Okay, we've got their
Koerber.
branding on it now. We're about 40 seconds in and we haven't got any audio yet, but I think maybe there will be some coming up. What do you reckon so far?
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, it's really nicely shot so far.
Yeah, it's really nicely shot. I really like the song too. I feel like it's really going to suit this couple because they look a little indie.
Yeah.
Yourself near me, take it easy. I don't wanna be without you. If you start over, can I read your mind? Anything you become, let me run beside you. Go a little bit farther. So what if
She's literally the most beautiful woman I've seen, so.
and I have to come back as one of your hairpins. I know that the morning I'm born in your tresses would be more than worth it. Adorning some goddess, being honest. I don't wanna be without.
They're so sweet. This is really cute. I feel like for the first minute, I would probably be putting audio in though, but I think all you have to do is change that is basically put what we just watched, like the first look in the opening sequence, maybe within the first like 20 seconds, because that's a really sweet moment. I feel like that sets it up a bit better.
So it should come in sooner.
Yeah, I think it should come in sooner. I like that it eases you into it, but I think it's like for about the first minute, I thought it was gonna just be montage with no audio. I was like, will there be audio? Won't there be speeches? I don't know.
Yeah, and it's easier to do less narrative, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. But I think this would be a great opener. And then like go into a bit of a montage and have the couple's names come up and things like that.
Yeah, nice.
We'll see where it goes.
Shall we
I
play?
hope you're not crying yet.
Shall we play?
Yeah.
If you start over, can I read your mind? Anything you become, let me run beside you.
Lord, I just thank you for this day that we get to celebrate them. And Lord, I do pray today as we go through this day, would you
just to give these two peace as they unite as one.
That could be a secret. Over and over, become and become.
Okay, we've got a group prayer. That was really cool. We're not religious people, so I can't speak to that very much, but I really like that. That was like a really nice vibe for the girls in the morning to be doing. I almost think that was a really cool kind of like special moment that could have slightly more attention brought to it. I'm guessing it's going to be like a religious ceremony as well. So like for me, I would be like, after that first minute of this song, I would maybe use that prayer sequence as a way to transition into a new song, something like a bit more serious to take it into the ceremony and make more of a, I don't know what you call it. What do you reckon?
To like draw it
Just
through.
like I want that to be its own sequence, like to have its own song, and just that prayer is really nice. I almost don't want music under it. Like I just want the girls saying that together, and then maybe going into like a different song for the ceremony, and maybe having some of the celebrant doing a reading or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
like drawing more attention to it.
Yeah.
I just want to have a watch and see where it goes.
Yeah.
The greatest gift throughout history is love, and that's a fact. Christ loved his church, his bride, his rib, his baby daddy.
What do we think of the footage so far? I think the footage is really beautiful, and the grade is really good.
It's shot really beautifully. Like it's technically
perfect, I think.
really perfect.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say about like, and this is really common when you get such technically perfect shooters, is there's not a lot of camera movement.
Yeah, true. But that might be their style as well. I feel like maybe that is their style. Like our style is very focused on like, it's a Bottlebrush. Like it's very like
intimate.
Lots of movement. Like Andrew gets in trouble if he doesn't move around with the camera a lot. Like I hate static shots for our brand.
And our style is very technically imperfect. And there's nothing wrong with different styles. Like we're all about different styles.
I think there could definitely be a bit more movement, but I don't miss the movement. Like I still feel like there is some. Like it's got this really nice flow to it, and all the footage is like really beautiful. I really like the colours.
Yeah,
as well. It's really nice.
The grade's beautiful.
Yeah, so far, yes. So far, the only things I would change so far, it was just like, I like all the audio so far, but I would shuffle it up further in the film, like earlier. Because not to be attention grabby, like it's not about the first minute, like grabbing people's attention in terms of bookings and stuff, but also to an extent, like if you want people to invest in couples straight away, I think you need to like really put the story first. And for me, story is always based around audio and like speeches and vows, like narrative,
Yeah, so you're saying that they could be like hooked in a lot harder earlier?
Yeah, I think you could hook in quicker with this film because these two seem really sweet, and I'm like, if you get that in there earlier, it might hook people a bit quicker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or just help build the story a bit more, I don't know. Yeah, let's keep watching. I should hit play because that's me.
That's cool.
Nick and Michaela left.
That moment was really cool. Like you can see them all touching shoulders, and they're obviously deep in prayer.
I feel like you could like hero that moment a lot more because it kind of came into place in the song where it was just neither like crescendo build to a chorus. Yeah. It was just sort of in the middle there.
Yeah, it's kind of just slipped in there.
Maybe
but I think that I feel like there is a small missed opportunity to really like hero all this whole
big
ceremony sequence. Like I'm almost like it needs its own song. Like the girls in the morning praying and like under no music, and then into a new song, and have like some of the priest, or I'm not sure if it's a priest or celebrant, but anyway, doing a bit of the reading and then having the group moment that was just playing then. I don't know, it's all really beautiful how it is though, but also I think there's like ways to take it from like an 8 to a 10. Yeah. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Left the cross high. Keep the covenant. Model a Christ-centered marriage. I now pronounce them husband and wife in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Brother, kiss your bride.
That was really awesome. This guy's epic. I love him.
Yeah.
That was a good choice to put that kind of stuff in. I like that canned stuff. Like that's just this celebrant priest.
That's what makes the film so fun though, is like the characters, and he's obviously a big character, and it's such a nice moment, and he handles it so well.
Yeah, I like that you held on the reaction shot of the bride as well, because she looked so like, just like she was stoked. That was a really nice like moment to watch.
Yeah.
Nick, you found a really good wife. Michaela is a really good person, and I'm proud to call you my brother.
What do we think of that music transition?
I actually think that was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it was good. I think it wasn't anything like crazy, but like the song dropped off nicely. She came in, you gave it a small break for her to speak, and then you came into the new song. Which is like, that's typically what we do as well. The song change isn't drastic, so it's not like as noticeable, but that's probably the point. It was smooth.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I just was curious.
Yeah.
There's no backing out now.
So stand there, lady, won't you just stand?
I feel like they're really good at hanging on moments. Like they're noticing like the little...
These guys?
Yeah, they're really like, they're noticing the little like quirky moments in between, like the reaction shot of the bride and groom then, where she's just like, exactly, or whatever it was that she mumbled to him is like, I love that stuff. I feel like that's the stuff worth putting in.
Yeah.
And same with the, moment with the priest and...
Heroing the moments.
Yeah, hearing those little tiny moments that most people don't see.
Yeah.
Like the reaction shots to speeches and stuff, yeah.
Still. She's got a white Mercedes, and I know she will.
And we love these people, so we wanted to introduce them ourselves.
What do we think of that audio transition?
Oh, it was a little confusing.
Yeah, that was pretty blunt.
Yeah, all right, go on.
Yeah.
Do I have your opinion?
No, I mean...
You always ask, he likes me being the devil's advocate.
I think the transition was pretty blunt. It was really abrupt.
It was abrupt, yeah.
If we skip back a bit.
People, and we love these people, so we wanted to introduce them.
Does the music change? Does the song change then, or is it just a complete dip?
I'm not sure. I think maybe what the problem is that she's halfway through a sentence, so it's a little confusing. Like she said, people's been fading, and then it's maybe they need to cut that word out. I'm not too sure, but I think it was a little too sharp, and it needed to just be. I think maybe the music dropped off too drastically, and all of a sudden it's just we're here.
Yeah, gotcha.
Them ourselves. My bestie from birth, Rusty Rudder.
Powerhouse with a spatula, pumpkin carving expert.
Cider.
I'm not a big fan
I
of the
hardly know
crossfades, the
her.
fast crossfades there.
Not a crossfades guy?
No, I don't think I am.
I'm not really either, but I mean, they have their time and place, but I'm all like crossfades when they're really slow, like it's more of an artistic thing, like that it's, slowly bleeding two images together and maybe the music's matching, like it's warping or something. Like I do it for artistic reasons, but not as a way to just transition just because.
I think it's good to experiment, but especially at like the start of people's careers, it's really a big skill set is to know when it's working and when it's not.
Yeah. I think the thing with crossfades is they're a little early 2000s, like they're a little outdated now, but it just depends how you use them, and I don't know, some people like them.
You still do like fades to black for purpose.
Yeah, I do fades to black.
Moments and stuff.
Yeah. Cross dissolves are really specific when I use them though. It's always artistic, it's never transitional.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
What do you mean by that?
Like, I mean, it's never to get from one shot to another. It's because the music's doing something interesting and I want to bleed the shots together. Maybe it's a really ethereal song or something like that.
Yeah, and I think maybe the music didn't support those crossfades then.
Yeah, there's usually a sound that goes with a transition, right? So it's the same when you speed ramp or, if you crossfade, maybe there's a noise, like there's a reason for it. It's not just like a default almost.
Yeah.
So I have to try to translate what's happening in my brain to other people. It's very hard.
If we keep doing this in future, then maybe people can ask questions about that, live chats and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll just go back a little bit.
Pumpkin carving expert.
Cider, I hardly know her.
And then the beat comes.
I liked the kicking in of the music. I thought that was really good. I liked that. She says, I hardly know her or whatever, and then like boom into the chorus, I assume, and using the backflip to as the starting point for this new sequence. That was really cool. Straight away that grabs my attention. I'm like, let's get messed up.
And then she moved on the dance floor.
I actually really like this sequence so far because I feel like
so sick.
This couple's not really outlandishly crazy or anything like that. Like they're this really beautiful, like chill, cool couple.
But it's also got a really good sense of fun.
But there's a really cool sense of fun to it. It's like quirky fun, and I think the songs they've chosen have really matched this couple, which I think is really cool because most people screw up the music. That's where they start wrong.
Yeah.
So the songs are really cool. This as a party song, I think really works for this couple.
Yeah.
Like having some really intense, like electronic fucking. Ooh, I'm not supposed to swear. fat beat, PH fat beat, would not suit these guys. So this is a really cool way to get best of both worlds.
Yeah.
What she's running from, oh, if it'll catch her. Her heart is broken, but she won't.
I think when that big beat came in, I just want to reverse a little.
Oh, if it'll catch her.
So that drop there, that was a really obvious change in music. So it's like transitioned to another style of this song. But we've got this really locked off shot. I feel like I wanted it to keep moving, but now we're locked off and it's quite a romantic shot. I don't know if it fits there. I think the shot after this would have been better to start to go into that beat with.
Yeah, the song noticeably kicks in and
the song noticeably changes.
Doesn't go with it.
Yeah, so I probably would have used this movement shot on that beat.
Yeah.
Just to keep moving it
But
on.
even like the pace of the cuts, the song increased its pace and the cuts just were still like dirt.
Yeah, a bit too slow probably. I think we've picked up now and we want it to kind of keep grooving a little.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't not like it. It's just like, here's what you can do to go a little
improve.
extra, a bit extra mile.
Yeah, listen to the music, go with
Yeah,
it.
to put it out there, if I was this couple, I'd be bloody stoked with this film. You know, most couples are stoked with their films, so it's really just about what you can do to level up. I feel like moments like that are so good. This is what I was talking about. I really like that they choose these little quirky moments and they don't kind of shy away from that messy stuff.
Yeah.
Those shots show a lot of personality.
Yeah.
So I feel like I almost want to see them earlier. Just like,
so
I don't know.
You can fall in love with the couple early and be invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even about getting people invested. Like that's a portion of it. Of course, like it's good to hook people early, but I think you also just want to do justice to the whole film as a whole. So when your opening minute is really montage and slow motion and there's not a lot of story there, it's like you're doing disservice to your brand, because you know, you want to get people invested in these couples really quickly and you want the couple to just get like a full narrative of their day. So these moments where it shows a lot of personality are things that I want to like highlight more than the other moments.
Yeah.
You know, while cutaways of the cake and stuff are cool.
More than shots of the cake.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't show anything about the personality or anything like that.
No, but their reaction during a first look does, and them shoving cake into each other's face does, and this is all these quirky, great moments that could almost be a kind of sequence of their own. I
think it's like, for me, I've stopped shooting a lot of B-roll, like cutaways of cake and
I know,
decorations.
but sometimes I hate that. I'm like, where's my B-roll?
But I think like over the years I'm realising more and more what's important to people.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily shots of flowers and cake and stuff like that.
No, it depends on the wedding. If they put a lot of work into styling their wedding, which these guys obviously have, the sunflowers on the cake to me speak more to their personality than anything like that celebrates their style, and that's good styling. So I feel like if they really, that's probably a good one to include. Yeah. Right? Because sunflowers, like, you know, that's a whole different style.
Yeah, I like it.
Which I love. They're my favourite flower.
Yeah, but you're right. That gets people invested.
Yeah. Anyway, ramble over.
And now tonight, I've met a third Nick. Nick is a brother.
What do you think of their audio mixing, like in terms of how the audio drops when they put speeches in, narrative in?
I think sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's missed the mark a little bit, but I think mostly it's pretty...
That for me was pretty...
Was that too sharp for you?
Go back.
I think go back and hear it again.
And now tonight, I've met a third...
I know what you mean. So yeah, the problem is...
It drops right off.
The way it dropped off was perfectly fine. The problem is where it dropped off. So it dropped off well before the speeches. It dropped off too early. So when you're dropping off music and bringing in new audio, what you never want to do is drop off the music, then have the audio start. What needs to happen...
There was a couple of, like a half a second there before the...
Yeah, there was like a good second there where it drops. We hear the music drop as an audience, and then we hear speeches start. You need the both to happen at the same time. So the drop off needs to happen just as the sound comes in, and it needs to drop off while the audio goes. But you know, you want them on top of each other. Otherwise, you start to notice too much when things fall off, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to draw attention to audio.
Yeah, I think that's why it stood out to me, because it drew attention to itself. Yeah,
and when you drop off audio when the speeches are already happening, you do it quickly. Over the first word I'm saying, the music drops off. You don't notice it.
So you do it under your first word, sort of?
Yeah, I basically drop audio under the first word.
Yep.
I visually can see the waveforms in my head. This is why I'm trying to show you with my hands. It will make no sense.
And now tonight, I've met a third Nick.
Yeah, so you heard it then. It had dropped, and then we hear the talking. You want them simultaneously to happen.
Yeah.
Nick as a brother, Nick as a disciple of Christ, and now Nick as a husband.
Oh, that's so
and maybe one day there will be a fourth Nick. Dad Nick, maybe?
I like that sequence.
I like that sequence. That was really nicely done. It was all the shots that I think fit.
Yeah, they actually intentionally thought about what overlay they were using for that speech.
Yeah, 100%.
To give the words more gravity.
Yeah. It was really nice. It was a nice speech. It was actually spoken really well. Yes, Queen.
I like that they're using a bit of handheld movement for the dance floor too.
Yeah, they have used, 100%. I like that as well. It's definitely, and it sets it apart from the rest of the footage and gives it more energy, which is really good.
But they're not using it in like a crazy way either, because like I think they've really done justice to this couple in terms of like not trying to make the dance floor look crazy, like loose. They're just having fun, and it's quirky fun. It's like 100%. Wholesome.
And it's down to the song choice too. Like they've gone with the right song for this dance floor.
Yeah.
And most of all, never stop growing. Growing as individuals, growing towards each other, and growing towards God. He's the ultimate guide, the most perfect partner, in the firm foundation when everything else in life feels unsure.
I quite like how they use a good mix of having the person who's speaking on screen with good overlay. Yeah. Some people will either do too much of either or. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but I'm a big fan of I like to see my speakers for a little bit. Some people don't show them at all, or if they do, it's like for a second. I like how there's like a good mix of it. I think that's like perfect the way they've done it. It's like you have the speaker on screen for a bit, you can attach yourself to who's speaking, and then you might be able to actually see who they are in the overlay and pick them up in shots that follow. And I don't know, it's a good mix.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't feel like any of it's too rushed or that they're on screen too long or too short. 10 out of 10.
Just right.
Just right.
More less posed. The overlay they've just been using at the tail end now is a lot less posed than some of the earlier stuff.
Yeah, I definitely like this overlay at the end.
More candid footage.
Yeah, dead set.
Even though it was in the photo shoot, it's that stuff that they've just used in the last 10 seconds is a lot more candid.
Yeah, that's the kind of footage we would lean towards using ourselves. That's why you like it so much.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Huzzah!
Hey!
Woo! Hoppa! That was awesome.
Well done, guys.
Well done, guys. That was really cool. That was so fun to review. Yay.
So that was, again, Sydney Koerber Films from Virginia in America.
Sydney and Ben. Thank you guys heaps for submitting that. It was really cool. I reckon the style is awesome. I reckon the film obviously really did justice to the couple, and that's all that matters. Like you did not try to force a different style into them. Like that spoke to me as like a film that was definitely for the couple, not for your brand, not for anyone else.
Yeah.
That's like the goal.
Yeah. And that's what we build our career off is films for the couple, not for us.
Yeah, 100%.
Even though sometimes I would like you to use my more technically perfect shots.
Andrew gets upset when I don't use these really pretty shots, but I only use them if they serve the narrative, like if they can elevate the speeches or if they match what's being said. If they don't, I don't need it.
Show off people's personality and their character.
Yeah, personality first. I'd rather use an out of focus shot of something crazy happening with one of the couples than some perfectly beautiful shot that tells me nothing about them, but it tells us that we're great cinematographers, but that's not personality. Yeah. That's our personality.
I think that's a big thing in wedding filmmaking in general are you doing things for your own ego or for your couple?
Yeah. You would like to do it for your ego. Nah, you're good. No.
I learned that lesson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's just styles of editing as well. It's like what kind of footage you favour using, what you don't favour using, like whatever.
Yeah.
But that was a really good film.
I think maybe in terms of shooting, they could try and mix up the frames a little bit too.
Yeah.
More close-ups and mids. I think they're doing lots of nice wides, which is really good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, you can always, I think it's easy when you're shooting a wedding to always stand the same distance from your subject. Like if you're on a fixed lens, then just practice moving forward and backwards, and like, you know, and some like slight scaling and tilting, and some, you know, panning across your subject a little bit can always be really nice. I think especially with that style, subtle movement would be really good.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, that was sick.
Excellent. Well, hopefully that wasn't too like daunting.
And thanks for being our first review.
Thank you for being our guinea pigs.
Yeah,
it's been really fun.
Are we going to do another one?
I don't know, might do another one if you guys like it. If anyone else wants the film reviewed and you think it's worth watching, we might do some more.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe we'll make it an every Sunday roast.
Fade to black.
Fade to black. Until next time.
Goodbye forever.
Creators of the web. Are we done?